WWE tends to do backwards booking. Yo, YouTube, wave my welcome back to Ohhthatstae. It's your boy Tay, and I'm back with another motion picture. You dig? And today we're doing another wrestling video. Before we get into that, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, turn on post notifications so you know when the Waviest channel on YouTube post video, because I am the Waviest channel on YouTube. And if you didn't know, now you know. You did. So in today's video, we're gonna be reacting to the Royal Rumble winners and the Royal Rumble aftermath, starting with Monday Night Raw, and I will do a SmackDown video later on this week. Well, I'll probably post it Saturday or Friday night, depending. Now I think they're in state, so I'll probably post it Saturday. So for those who don't know, the 2026 Royal Rumble winners are Roman Reigns and Liv Morgan. Now I am still high on Liv Morgan, but now I'm a little confused a little bit. I was high on Braun Breaker, but they let Roman win, and I don't know how I feel about that. So let's fast forward to Monday. Monday Night Raw episode was just continuation of storylines that already been going on. So Braun Breaker starts off. He's pissed off because he got eliminated from the Royal Rumble due to a masked man. He thinks it's Pierce's fault. But I'm going to pause there. What happened to Braun Breaker's push? Did I miss something? Because he was just feuding with CM Punk, and it looked like he was slated to win the Royal Rumble. Now, yes, he doesn't have to win. He doesn't have to win the Royal Rumble, but it made the most sense. Roman has. We're gonna get to that, but it made the most sense due to the storyline. I'm saying that due to the storyline, it made the most sense for him to win the Rumble because he's feuding with the top champion on Monday. So I'm not quite understanding why we pivoted to this Adam Pearce storyline. Now, granted, I am enjoying the Adam Pearce storyline, but it's like the the Authority versus the Superstar. The last time it really worked was the Authority with Seth Rollins, and then you had Randy Orton in Authority, you had Corporate Kane and stuff like that. Some of them elements worked, but that was the last time I've seen it work. Besides Vince McMahon versus Stone Cold and whoever other Vince went against. So it has worked in the past, but we haven't tried it that I can think of most recently. Besides, like I said, besides the 2013-14 era. So it's like I took a break from that storyline, but you kind of bring it back with a lesser authoritative figure in Adam Pearce because we know he's not getting back in the ring. So it's like at least with Nick Aldis is jacked. He's still in ring form. So if you need him to, he can slide right in there because he's already stated that he keeps his ring gear in his car. So he's already ready. If the storyline was with him and Braun Breaker, okay, cool. But you got a storyline with yes, he's an ex-wrestler, and yes, he doesn't take crap, but it's like he can only do it verbally to a certain extent. He can put his hands on him, of course, but in kayfabe, Braun Breaker's always going to win that battle because he's an actual wrestler. You see what I'm saying? So it's like I'm trying to figure out what I missed. Now I know he had to cool him off because he did lose the match, but I feel like him winning a Royal Rumble was a perfect angle to build him back up. Then you got Javon Evans against Los Americanos. That I do enjoy the matches, but I feel like he could be doing different things and being more prominent storylines. But I also understand that right now the title scenes are kind of already set, so I understand. But I feel like what WWE should do is just let him wrestle somebody new every week or every other week instead of doing just one feud, because it's not really a feud. It's just more of him just getting reps in, which is also good too, because like I said, he's looked at one of our next future stars. So I understand getting reps in, but it's like if getting the reps in with a storyline, it's it gets stale fast. Cause like now it'd be different if they had an actual storyline going on with Grande, what's his name? El Grande Americano. It'd be different if they had a storyline already built in, but it's not really nothing to go off of, or not really nothing for us as the fans to care about. And I did like the original Grande Americano, aka Chad Gable, coming out and helping or attracting a new one. And I hope that does set up a WrestleMania match. And I am personally, I want Chad Gable to lose to be unmasked, because I think Chad Gable can go on to bigger and better things. Like I would love to see if we won't get to that, a Finn Balor and Chad Gable feud for the IC championship. I would love that. Back to the thing, like back to the main plot. So Monday, that was the match. Chad Gable comes out, tracks the new Grande Americano. Javon Evans able to hit the flying knee and then go for the OG cutter. I ain't gonna lie, that boy is bouncy, bro. Like he gets hype with that cutter, bro. Like it's crazy. Then what else happens? I know you get a Maxine promo, which since you're gonna break Natty ankle, you get another a little you get another vision segment where they come out and Brian Breaker's like on the mic telling the to come out because he's mad and woo woo woo. Well, that's the beginning of the segment. Then I know we get a what's his name? We get a promo from Balor stating that he's done taking the backseat to everybody. You get Dom returning. You get Liv promo. Now let's get into his Liv promo. I love the fact that Dom is back. That's fun. First, I want to say that. And I liked everything that Liv said on the mic. And I also liked how Raquel came in the ring and was like, yeah, we Judgment Day, woo woo woo. But twin, like, you eliminated me. What's that about? And I like the gaslighting Liv Morgan saying, you already had the title match, so that's why I did it, because you already had one. All right, now let's fast forward to the match. And what Raquel tells Liv to stay in the back, don't interfere in my match. Cool. I watched this whole match, guys. I promise you. This match was a good match. There was a little. I'm gonna say not great. It was a good match. It was a few hiccups here and there, like the Hurricane running on the table not really breaking for real. It's a couple spots that was just like, what? Even the Roxanne running in, she ran in so slow, and then she got on the apron, and it literally she just did this, and she, woo, and it's like understandable. It's a match, but you gotta make it look believable, twin. Like WWE, you gotta make it look better than that, because all she did, she ran like this, looking up, and she just flew back like she got drop kicked or something through a table. The Liv of it. Now she actually hit Liv. I give her that. She actually hit Liv. But even then, it's like you had the perfect setup for her to win with a Tiana bomb through the table, because it would have had more impact than the table would actually broke. But instead, you do this weird, like, to me, looking at it, it looked like she was supposed to hit a Tiana bomb, but she couldn't get her up. So Stephanie was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna hit you with her Hurricane Rana. But it's like, I don't know. It just looked weird, because it's like she was trying to set her up for a Tiana bomb, and it and what I will say, it could be to the point where she wasn't with it, Tiana bombs on the table, but it just looked like she was supposed to, in my opinion. And we go to the finish. She hits the Hurricane Rana, barely break the table, and she goes top rope for the spinal tap. Also, side note, her ankle's supposed to be injured. It's like, yeah, she attacked the ankle, but like Stephanie wasn't really selling it. She was selling it to at certain points of the match, but it's like WWE do this thing where it's like, oh, my ankle hurt. Ankle, Then now I'm back. I'm ready. And it's like, yes, to a certain extent, you can have these Hulk up moments. I'm not saying they'll have the Hulk up moments, but I'm saying, like, for instance, Sammy hurt his back in the Drew match. Yeah, he had his Hulk up moments, but he still showed the pain of the back hurting. I feel like Stephanie only showed it when she was getting attacked, or it felt like she was showing like when she got attacked. Where she got attacked, when her ankle, it felt like she only showed it when her ankle got attacked, and she wins with a spinal tap. Okay, cool. Here's my gripe: you build Raquel as this monster, and not being funny. I love Stephanie Valkyrie. She's a great wrestler, but she can't get over the crowd. And hear me out. She can't get over the crowd because the language barrier, bro. And I'm not even saying she's not a good wrestler. She's an outstanding wrestler, but that language barrier, she has to work on that. And that's why I feel like they should have let Raquel be champion. Because one, we have been teasing the break of the Judgment Day for like 20 years now. And plus, Raquel can build that massive heat till WrestleMania, even if she fights stuff again and again and again until we get to WrestleMania, or what have you. But Steph needs to get in the lab and learn a little bit more English, or learn English enough to the point where she can cut a decent promo. Now, what I will say is, I do like her talking in her native language. I don't have a problem with that, but we can't always understand. So it's like, it's not going to hit the same because we don't know what she's saying. And it's like, I don't want it to be her to feel bad. We have to put subtitles, because like even with Oscar and them, when they talk in their native language, they put subtitles. To me, it still doesn't hit because I still don't like. To me, it still doesn't hit because it's like, once sometimes the words don't sync up to what they're actually saying in the time, in the time they're saying it. But also, it's like, it's not gonna resonate with the American fans, and I'm not trying to be that American, but it's just like, I have to feel the conviction in your tone, and if I can't understand what you're saying, I can't buy into what you're saying. So like Stephanie, she has language barrier, and I'm not blaming her for that, because like I said, she's from a different country, so I'm not blaming her for it, and I'm not knocking her, but I'm saying it's hurting her ability to get over to a lot of people as far as a credible champion. Now, wrestler, she's already over. Like, we know she can put a 5-star match on, but she needs that additional work with promos to where we can understand what she's saying and also get behind what she's saying. Because right now, we love her because of the Devil's Kiss, and we love her because how she looks and how great of a wrestler she is. But it's like, in today's age, I feel like you need more than that. So that's why I feel like Raquel should have won. And also, to piggyback off of that, the storyline builds itself. So now it's like, what do you do, Raquel? Okay, yes, Liv interfered, but it's like, we don't did that. We don't did that storyline 20,000 times. Now, like, WB can pull something out of a hat and make it good, possibly. But it's like, I feel like you already had the blueprint. It's like your mom. It's like your mom giving you food, but they say you can't. They say you can't eat it. Like, I don't know, bro. That I feel like that was a questionable decision, bro. because the storyline is already built in, and I feel like the the distraction angle wasn't detrimental enough to the point where it's warranted of, oh, this is something we need to piggyback off of. If she would have won, I feel like they could have did a better job at making this a thing. Because like I said, you got an unknown element with Roxanne Perez, because now she's like, okay, my two girls resume are fighting for the championship. I deserve it too. Because now I don't know how you set that I don't know how you set that triple threat up, or even if it's just Raquel versus Liv, because we want Bianca Belair to win Chamber, and also it wouldn't make sense for Raquel to win Chamber and then challenge Stephanie Valkyrie, unless you can do Stephanie Valkyrie, Liv Morgan, and Raquel at WrestleMania, which you could do, which would still would be a good match, but just like it's like WWE does boneheaded moves when they already have the storyline like set out and the table been set. Like the table already set. We went for Judgment Day to break up for 20 years now. So what I hope happens is Finn versus Dom, finally. And you had the perfect storyline. Raquel got herself over everything, but you fumbled the bag. And granted, Steph and Liv is going to be a great match if they just do it like that. But now you're pushing off the Judgment Day breakup again, and we gotta wait till next year WrestleMania for Raquel to get tied off Liv. And it's like, bro, for what? Okay, that's my great with that match. Now I ain't gonna lie. After Raquel lost, I turned raw off. I ain't gonna lie. I was pissed. I ain't gonna lie. But I seen the pieces of Roman and Punk's thing. But to piggyback off of that, there's so many stopping stars. Like you still got the LA Knight. LA Knight and Sam Punk would have been a great feud. Braun Breaker. Like it's like WWE just forgot about that storyline. It's like, oh no, we need to do, and I understand we do need to do Punk versus Roman while we have a time, but it's just like you interrupted somebody's momentum for the same niggas who already always in the main event scene. And it's like WWE is not realizing they're hurting their talent by doing that. Because yes, on the Roman said, you haven't built anything, nobody in kayfabe, haven't been built anybody in 2 years since I've not been champion. And I get what he's saying, and actually what he's saying is true. The only star that we only stars that we got right now is probably, I'll say stars we have now, not superstars, stars. It's Tiffany Stratton, Jade Cargill, Bron Breakker, now Trick Williams, Obafemi, Gunter. Some most people I think, Penta. I'd say Penta's superstar, but or star. I don't know. But it's like they haven't really got anybody to the point where it's like, okay, when CM Punk retires. Now, what I will say is, I have full faith in WWE. When these people retire, it's still gonna be in good hands. But they need to get the ball rolling. I'm not gonna lie, for the simple fact of the same people in the main event get stale after a certain while. Oh, Jacob Fatu, my bad. Jacob Fatu is a superstar too. But it's like you killed Braun Breaker's momentum for Roman. Yes, I understand he's a bigger name, and I understand, yes. But Roman didn't need to win a Rumble in order to get a title shot. You could have did even got Braun Breaker to win at WrestleMania. Then it could have been Braun versus Roman, or you could have done an angle where Roman, since if you came out and told us before it was all about hate, you do an angle where Roman calls Punk and it can be a blood feud. You don't have to be for the title, because Roman don't really need the title anymore. It would be kind of cool to see him with a title again, but also knowing Triple H, he might give another 2 year run. So you don't know, and it's like you just killed this dude momentum, and you're putting him against a general manager who's not going to fight him. So it's like There's not going to be a payoff to this, and then we get another masked man. So my own thought process with Braun Breaker is it got to be Braun versus Seth at WrestleMania. It got to be Seth. Got to be ready at this point because what did you halt his momentum for? He can cut a good promo. He may not be the best at promos, but he can cut a good Steiner promo. He's a Steiner. He can cut a good promo, and he's gonna get better at that. With the more reps, more people you go against, he's gonna get better at that. But it's like you halted Raquel's momentum, and now what are you gonna do her now? Are you gonna give a rematch with Stephanie back here? Probably not. Braun, we're gonna go this in this story. We're gonna go with storyline probably into WrestleMania about this masked man. Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? But it's just like y'all don't do a good enough job with the masked man the last time because we already knew who it was. We already knew it was gonna be Austin Theory. The payoff for that was kind of lackluster, but I enjoyed it because it was like finally we get to know who it is, even though I knew who it was, and then you still job him out. He lost to Rey Mysterio. Then you picked up a victory against Rey Mysterio, but it's like you're not making Austin Theory a credible threat at all. So it's just like WWE, what we doing? That's the end of the video. WWE, what are we doing? That's what I want to know. Because these booking decisions are questionable. Highly questionable. We're gonna see what Friday has in store for us. I know Liv's going to SmackDown. But we all know she's not picking Jade, bro. We want Jade versus Bianca. But it's like I say, I love y'all. It's your boy Tay. And I'm out. Love.